Good morning and welcome back to a new day of daily updates across all of the major dollar pairs. Starting off with DXY on the daily time frame, we can see we've had our break of structuring towards the upside, and this is the current swing range. We previously spoke about the double breaking towards the upside could be a sign that we're ready to start targeting the week swing high. However, we've still got this liquidity open and this liquidity open, which I would favour getting taken before seeing that real moving towards the upside play out. Paired with the idea of a peace deal, it seems like DXY might show signs of some weakness in the coming few days. From a technical perspective, it also looks good for some further downside with a 4-hour break of structure in towards the downside. We've now liquidated this high over here, and then we started to see some form of a sell-off over here. Obviously, this low here, if we see a nice break and close below, we could then be ready to start targeting the week swing low on the 4-hour and maybe that daily point of liquidity. If we go on to Euro USD, we can see on the daily time frame we've had our break of structuring towards the downside. So this is the current swing range that we're trading within. We've liquidated this high over here before seeing that structure start to form on the lower time frame. Similar to DXY needing to go a bit lower, Euro USD could come a bit higher to take this point of liquidity before then seeing that real moving towards the downside play out. If we go down onto the 4-hour time frame, what we can see is we are still technically swing bullish with a 4-hour break here. So this is a structure that we're trading within. Now we have got an internal structure that is currently pushing pricing towards the downside. But after we liquidated this daily point of liquidity, we then seen a straightaway push back in towards the upside. So if we keep an eye on this supply zone, if we see a nice break, we can look for those longs. But you can also still look for shorts from like points of liquidity, which you can then look to target further points of liquidity like this one. If we move on to GU, we can see on the daily time frame we've had our break of structuring towards the upside. So this is our current swing range. We've come down and we've liquidated one of the major points of liquidity before then seeing that bullish switch in order flow. If we move down onto the 4-hour time frame, what we can see is after having a break in towards the upside, we've had a break in towards the downside. So we do have misalignment on the time frames. And from a 4-hour perspective, you could be looking for some shorts. However, even with shorts, I would still like to see this point of liquidity get taken. And therefore, I'm happy to keep following this order flow up and trying to target that point of liquidity.